Hey everyone out there on YouTube, it's SpykeVampyre and obviously Solentra, and we're gonna collectively respond to a question about a video. I don't remember their name because I haven't checked my messages since I got home at 10:30. Sent me a message and they wanted to know about altars. And I'll be sure to send them this video so they know. And I'm sorry that I don't have your name because I'm not a good responder. But they wanted to know about altars. Do I keep an altar? Do I have an altar table? What do I have on it? So we decided that we'd make a video about altars. Let me just go before I show you mine, which is kind of a wreck right now. Before I show you mine, let me tell you about altars in general. Your altar is your workspace where you'll perform most of your magical workings. You normally have an altar cloth because it separates kind of the mundane table that you're using it to a magical space, a more mystical space that separates the energies. A lot of people I've even seen use bandanas as altar cloths, and I think that's totally acceptable because why the fuck not? It's cloth, isn't it? Just empower it. And then of course you should have an element and a representation of all of the elements. So you would obviously have something that corresponds to earth, then to air, then to fire, then to water. Set up in the quarters. That's how I do it. You don't have to necessarily stick to that form, but you should, because I feel like that works really well. Sorry, not you. You're fine. So let me just show you my altar table now, and you can get a kind of deal. My laptop, by the way, is kind of fucked up, so I'm gonna try to get it to work to show you this, but it might not work totally well. So here we go. Let's see if this works. There we go. You can see my entire space now. So let me go around. Me and Sarah will tell you, me and Solentra will tell you about our things. I don't them before. Okay, so let's start off with the things in the air quarter right here. I have a very large hawk's feather that I got on a nature hike in AP Environmental Science. It just fell into my hand, literally. Yes, literally.
Oh, nice.
This is incense burner, which obviously corresponds to air. You purify your space with it. Has a nice little balance symbol. And this incense is from the Renfest, and Solentra gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
It smells really good.
I can't remember which one that is.
And then I have my wand. My wand, it's just holly and ebony. It's actually a Harry Potter reproduction wand made out of actual wood. It's Hermione's wand from the first movie. But holly is protection and ebony is power, so it's kind of like a nice little balance. Plus, I'm a huge fan of the concept of balance, and I liked how it's a light wood and dark wood put together. Then over here also in the corner is a little cone incense burner. Nice little thing. I got it from ex-girlfriend. Yes, I used to have girlfriends, by the way. So, then in the fire quarter, I only have two things, really, in my fire quarter. I have a handmade candle, and it's in an orange holder because it's autumn, and it's a red candle because I like it, and it responds to fire. So, then I also have my athame. Yes, it's pretty much fucking awesome. And that also corresponds to the idea of fire. So, then we go on. I also have my little Buddha, my little, Buddha thing, on my corner. It's just kind of for luck. I like to rub its belly. So, then we go on. We'll move it up a little bit, maybe. So, we can go to my cauldron. I just bought my cauldron. Just used it today again. I have dragon's blood incense, some meditation incense, a sage stick, and my lighter, all inside my cauldron. And it's obviously on my water quarter. Excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
Because it represents the mother goddess, the womb, the channel, the waters of birth, transformation, things like that. That's my water quarter. I have a seashell which I gathered on a beach. It's awesome. It's totally full. It's perfect. Gathered on the beach, and that's my other representation of water. Now, obviously, the most mundane representation is a glass of water. I have a candle holder with some water that I richly clarified. Now, I also have my representation of earth, which is salt in a nice little cup. You mix water and salts together to purify it, but also because it represents the coming together of the feminine forces, the mother goddess, it's obviously the water and the salt, the water and the earth. Then we go to my north quarter. Let's leave that alone for a second. Let me hand me this down. So I have in my earth quarter, I have this amethyst. It's gigundous. It's awesome. It's my favorite stone, and it's a feminine one. So I put it on the feminine side of my altar, next to my goddess candle and my chalice. So let me do the chalice. This is a little tiny chalice, and it has the triple goddess symbol on it. And it's my ritual chalice. It's very small, but I don't do coven rituals, so this is really all I need. It's 5.5 inches tall, and it matches perfectly my golden bell. That is the same size, little pinnacle on it. That's obviously for marking different things in a ritual, and also to represent the god. It's kind of phallic in a way. The chalice is a representation of the goddess, so I bought a silver one, because silver is feminine. Gold is masculine, so I bought a gold bell. Another thing, I don't know if you can see, right the second on my, up here, is my quartz. That's my male gemstone. So that's my elemental representations. Now let me show you what else I have on my altar. Green candle, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She's my Vanna White. So this is my goddess candle. It's green. It smells like fresh herbs. It's kind of beat up, but that's okay. And this represents my mother goddess. That's what I've been using for a while. Now, counter that, I have a red god candle, because red is more active to me, it's more fire, and it represents the energies of the god. It's the virile energy. Some items on here you might be kind of confused with. Firstly, let's just tackle the big voodoo doll. My voodoo doll I named Herman, and I don't know why, it just came to me. But I used him to represent deity energy. Now, I only study voodoo like maybe this much, but it's kind of like how I communicate with the deity. I have little Risha beads right under here to represent the angels of the voodoo traditions. And, he's actually served as a contact point, so he's a focus, just like a statue would serve. Also, I have my scrying mirror, my black mirror. Let me pull that up for you. And it's a black mirror. I bought it at Borders in a kit about scrying. It was awesome. Then I have my pendulum. And pendulums, obviously, are communication with spirits and divination methods. Then I have this pentacle that my sister gave me. It's actually a sun catcher, but I like to have it as kind of like a point on my altar. Yeah, it's a sun catcher. Yep. I also have a quill, a black quill, and 2 types of inks on my altar. I have dragon's blood and bat's blood. No, I don't have any dove's blood. I need to buy some. And now, also, obviously I have this purple altar cloth, but I have this black cloth that has some designs on it. Do you want to hold that?
Yeah. Put them down beside your photographs.
Let me just do this. Ooh, I almost dropped my ink. I have this other black cloth that has designs on it as a central point. The reason I have it is it's kind of like I have an inner and outer circle, of a sense, and I also have this working cloth. If I'm going to do mixing of herbs, or if I'm going to do anything like kind of almost messy in a sense, it will be done on this cloth. There's wax all over it, trust me. So, that's where I do my messy stuff. Let me just set this up again. So, do you have to have an altar? Nothing as elaborate as I do. Come over, huh? Because I wanted to move again. Yeah. You cannot block the clean clothes in the back, actually. Fun thing. So, altar is your focus space of your mystical energy inside of your sacred space. You should be doing kind of a cleansing ritual, a little sacred space devotion kind of thing going on, because naturally you want it to be kind of separate from the mundane areas. And it can be anything from a simple little glass table to some ornate marble thing. Now, I also have a lot of things that aren't on my altar table. For instance, my black figure candle that I haven't used. I have a love spell candle and some Buddha statues. And I have, other things underneath my table that I store. But, those are just kind of random supplies. And so, that's my video on my altar table. And I think it's going to be pretty much close to 10 minutes. So, I think I have to end it now.